after an entire family and their housekeeper were murdered inside their exclusive home, just blocks away from the vice president's residence in Washington, D.C. Today, we are hearing new clues as to what happened inside that home. People are tweeting things like 4 in D.C. arson attack killed by suspect with knowledge of the family. And police are backing that statement up. They say the 4 victims were, quote, bound and threatened before being murdered. Investigators found no signs of forced entry. One theory is the suspects may have entered the house last Wednesday and held the family captive overnight. Now, investigators think the suspects knew how the family, quote, lived their day-to-day lives. The victim's other housekeeper says she also received a strange text message last Thursday, the day the fire was set, from the wife, Amy Savopoulos, backing up detectives' theories. Take a listen.
Around 9:56 a.m., and they say, I want to make sure you do not come today. I don't know why. I don't understand why. God saved my life.
And Gutierrez says she also got a voicemail Wednesday night from the father and said he sounded very tense. She says she also tried to call the mother, Amy, but she never answered. Now, the bodies were found Thursday afternoon. Retired police detective and former member of the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force, Steve Rogers, joins us now on the phone, and Chris Spargo, DailyMail.com reporter, joins us again via Skype. Chris, I will start with you. Any idea, Chris, why this family was targeted?
We don't know yet, but like you were saying, as many people had sort of speculated, it seemed like maybe they've been held overnight by someone who possibly knew them, and now police are backing that up. No forced entry, the fact that the other maid was asked not to come in the next day, the fact that she was asked to call the family of the other housekeeper who was there, saying she was spending the night. It's all sort of adding up to the fact that they wanted something from this family, and now we're trying to figure out what that might have been.
Steve, we know that we know the home was torched. How is this going to hamper the investigation? I mean, the home is still standing, obviously, but a lot inside has been destroyed.
It is very clear that they being the perpetrators, wanted every single bit of evidence totally destroyed. So it is going to be very difficult for the police to piece this together in view of the fact that everything was just about destroyed.
Chris, you know, police are saying the suspect or the suspects, we don't know if it's one or multiple, they demanded something from the victims. We see a person of interest in the surveillance video carrying something away from that Porsche after he abandoned it and torched that. Could that be the key to this case, that evidence, whatever it is that suspect is carrying?
It would seem that is the case. Police are thinking that these people were trying to get something out of the family, and once they got it on Thursday afternoon, they took it. That's when they torched the house, and they left with it. So what's in that bag is what they think they took.
You know, Steve, we know that the Savopoulos was a CEO and president of American Iron Works. It's a building materials manufacturer based in Maryland. How much of the investigation is going to be focused on his business dealings? Who it was that he was talking to on a daily basis and interacting with?
Well, that will be the focus of attention. There are going to be forensics teams out looking at every email, every phone call, every business transaction. And I'll tell you what may be a key to this in part. Mm-hmm. Why kill a child? You killed the child because it's possible that the child knew who you were. And the police are, I'm sure, going to focus in on all types of relationships that this family had, as well as, you say, the business transactions. So,
Steve, what's your instinct on this? You're bringing that up, obviously, for a reason, because you feel like that is the key. What's your instinct?
Well, my instinct is they knew who the people were that went into that house and committed this horrendous act. And as a result of them knowing that, as a result of being even the child maybe becoming a very good witness, they killed everyone and destroyed all the evidence.
And, of course, there are 2 also daughters who were not there, who are safe and who were at boarding school. Such a tragic situation on every level. I really do hope that they're able to find exactly who did do this. Steve, Chris, thank you guys both for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.